Hi, I'm Tom Bivins from Bistro and Brewery in Stowe, Vermont. Today we're going to be making wild mushroom toast made with Vermont Creamery butter. This is a perfect sort of invite your friends over for a light meal on the weekend, have a glass of wine. It's really important to have a strong connection with your food producers. We're just really lucky in the state of Vermont to have all those things available. And of course, really the thing that led to this more than anything else was the cheese industry. So, thank God for some really creative and thoughtful people like Vermont Creamery. So what we have is matsutake mushrooms. We have hen of the woods. These are really beautiful. We have local spinach. And then, of course, we're using Vermont Creamery's lightly salted butter, which is one of my favorite products in the world. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the spinach and I'm just rolling it into like a cigar almost, and then I'm slicing it so I get ribbons of spinach to add to my dish. For this particular recipe, we want to have a thick piece of bread. These are about an inch thick. And that's really important because we're going to be toasting it in butter, but we want to make sure that we still have some substance in there. So we're using the lightly salted Vermont Creamery butter. It's a cultured butter, so it actually has culture added to it, so it has a little bit of a tang, which makes it a very interesting flavor. So we're going to go ahead and take this out of the pan. It's nice and crunchy and crispy on both sides. All right, so you can see the pan is nice and hot, so we'll turn the heat down just a little bit because we're going to start to cook some more delicate items. So we're going to start adding our mushrooms. The first one is chanterelle. These are, again, grown here in Vermont. And here's our matsutake and the hen of the woods. So really quite a collection of mushrooms. Having different varieties gives me a lot of different flavor profiles and also really interesting textures. As the butter continues to cook, it's continuing to brown, so all the butter fats are starting to caramelize, so that actually adds quite a bit of flavor. Now I'm going to add my spinach, and I also have some fresh herbs that I chopped. There's parsley and tarragon and chervil. All right, so we're ready to plate. Vermont is the best place to be a chef. I get to use all kinds of amazing products. People are always very envious of chefs who get to work in Vermont because they see what we're getting. We're very lucky in the state of Vermont, more so than anywhere else in the country, I think. Vermont Creamery has this amazing creamy goat cheese. So we're going to add a couple of those. And again, this has a nice tang to it as well. So there you have it, wild mushroom toast with Vermont Creamery butter and Vermont Creamery creamy goat cheese.